Hello. My name is Heather Aston, and this is my channel, Titty's Trinkets and Treasures. If this is the first time you've stumbled across one of my videos in that little corner of the World Wide Web known as YouTube, welcome. I'm very happy that you are here joining us. I hope that you'll find this video entertaining and informative enough that you will want to hit that subscribe button and change the notification bell to all so that you never miss the release of one of my videos in the future. If you are a returning viewer, thank you. You, like I say every night, you guys are the heartbeat that keeps this going. You guys are the engine, whatever it is. You guys are the thing that gives me the giddy up and go to be here. So thank you for being here. I would really appreciate it if everybody would take a chance or take a moment to hit that thumbs up button for me, and maybe leave me a comment as to what you thought of this video and if there was content that you would like to see in the future. Okay, so today was a doozy. I did the video earlier, and then instead of going and resting, I decided I was going to pack up all the orders. Any of you with an outstanding order with me right now is getting a little mini collection that I put together just for you that will either go with the current order or your kind of order history. Like if I know you like a certain gemstone, something like that, I will include that in the little collection. So I hope everybody's having a great day. If you guys would have seen my desk 5 seconds ago, you guys wouldn't be shocked that I'm still here. But maybe not, because I'm not, because nobody's on with me right now. If you're a viewer in the future, thank you. Sorry I need to go through that whole spiel. I might have to repeat myself as other people enter in to watch the channel. Okay, this morning I did an unboxing to rival all unboxings. Other than when Jenny and Becky both got all of those little collection bundles from Bargain Bead Box. That was a big one. I just had my companion bundle and a few of the box extras that I purchased. I had a couple of collections from the latest Gull and Bead show, and I also was going through a haul that I did with Bernie. So, ooh, Cindy's getting a new car. Lucky. That's what Beth's been helping you with. Got it. I've been wondering about that, but I don't know. I hope Mama Beth comes on. I'd love to know how things went today. She wasn't on much during Rosanna's channel or even mine because she had customers, so I'm hoping that it went well. Hello, Tina. So I was going to work on a piece, which I still can. I'm pretty wiped from the day. So, Steve, if you're watching this, which I don't think you are, I think I only have Tina and Cindy right now. So I might just have to text my husband because I don't have wine for the Wednesday wine down. So let me send him a quick little text. Considering the dogs were driving me absolutely batty. Hi, Cindy. You getting your new car? I hope they had the color and model and everything that you wanted, and that Beth helped you with all of that. I know you guys have been talking about it for a while. So anyways, I have this beautiful pendant that I got from Rosanna. I really need to get a curtain for back here. It's very chaotic, and I apologize. It can't be easy to look at home. So I need to get some curtains back there so you guys don't have to see them all the time. But anyways, I got this beautiful pendant from Rosanna, and she said she ordered it from India, and you don't know what stones you're going to get in your pendant. So she gave me one and she gave Beth one. Mine has picture jasper and elephant skin jasper. Um, and so I was like, oh, hey, that's perfect to go with the box. But there were a couple of things I wanted to do ahead of time that I didn't get a chance to do because, again, I was packing up the orders. You guys should see them on your informed delivery by the end of the night so that you can see that it was shipped. But yes, so I'm excited. Yeah, Tina, you have one too. You have one coming. I'm so excited to see what you think of the extra little goodies. But yeah, I put a couple of extra goodies into everybody's just because it took so long. So, as I said, I know I should have rested. Yeah, that's the thing. I can usually muster the energy to do the live. It's after the live and before the live that I'm sure you guys are like, oh, she's having a good day. Da, 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 da. Not necessarily. But I will be okay. So I was thinking, I'm going back and forth on what it is I want to do. I wish I had some large hole bead leopard skin jasper. I might have to take a little look-see on Amazon and see if they have any because I would love to use it in a piece. I also have the little, here, I'll take you down to the mat so you guys can see what it is I'm looking at. So this is the pendant that I got from Rosanna. The way I have it hanging right here was really complicated. I showed how I did it in an earlier video, and then the video ends, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, da 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 da. And then I realized I could have just stuck chain around the middle and not gone through the loop and had to brace it on the back. So I may try to simplify that just a little bit. I would prefer the elephant to hang down a little bit longer. So we're going to undo that when I do it. I don't think I have the mental capacity for that tonight. So I was thinking, how about if we do some men's bracelets? Somebody asked men's bracelets for Father's Day, and then there was something else that somebody asked for, and now I'm completely spacing it. Oh, how to do the stretch bracelet with where you still have a clasp. That was what somebody wanted me to do, so let me grab some stretch cord. It's basically like you get the if I can find there it is. You get the ease of the stretch bracelet, but it still looks like you have a clasped bracelet. So we'll go through that. I'll show you guys the way that I do this, how I like to do my stretch cord. Let's see, what do we want to play with? Do we want to pull out the Z beads from this box? I don't think so, only because those look so good together that I think I'm going to, here. Oh, Cindy. Be careful. It's all right. You got this. Hopefully, like, being here is helping you with that. Anyways, those go together very beautifully, so I think I'm going to save that. But I have these larger matte leopard skin jasper, and I think that they'll go perfect with these brass spacers. And I might even stack a couple spacers because I like to do that sometimes. I can't just leave it the way it came. So let's pull those off. I don't want to, I want to pull out the like more gold tone ones because that's the trapezoid I got in my kit. So I've already made that necklace. Not sure where I put it, but it's made. But I think that those ones will be good. I need to open a new thing, especially because I may be keeping more of these. I got a few of the box this month. And so I just gotta find out from Rosanna and Beth if they're gonna do it. Honey, why did you go by yourself? It doesn't sound like you're comfortable doing so. You got this. I am woman, hear me roar, right? You got this. Okay. The way that I like to do my stretch cord is I will pull off 2 lengths. No, I won't, because we're attaching this to a clasp. I forgot. Okay, so we're just going to pull off some stretch cord. I believe this is like 0.7. And you got to stretch it to begin with. I typically double this up, but that's when I'm not applying a clasp. So I'm trying to decide, do I still want to double it up? Let me see how stiff it'll be if I do that. I don't think it will be a problem. Just because I don't want to make it. Sorry. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I just remembered what I wanted to do instead. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna do this, but then I have a fun thing that we're gonna do after this if I can find the finer wire. It's usually what I use for this. It just goes through easier. You might have to use wire instead. What the heck? This is 49 strand, but it's not what I'm looking for. You guys see? Your girl's a bit of a mess tonight. I don't understand why I don't see these. I just put all of this stuff in here and organized all of it. Alright, we're just gonna grab it. Normally I do this with thinner wire. In this case, I do like to use the Beading, and it's for the exact reason that I typically don't use Beading, and that is the wire memory. Soft flex, you got to do quite a bit to it to kink it. That's usually not the case with Beading. Now this one is trying to make a liar out of me and not bending. Okay. Anyways, I like to use beading wire to go through. I'm just going to go through and put a few of these on and see how stiff it's going to be if I use the 0.7. I don't see it seems to be fine. Okay, so then we'll just knot a knot at one end and then one at the other end, and then we will put those through our knot cover. So let's see, how do we want to set this up? I'm wondering if I want to pull any other beads through. There were some good ones in this month's companion bundle, that's for sure. I think I might just stick to the... Ooh, wait, no. No, we're doing brass over. I was like, ooh, well, maybe. Okay, well, let's just start stringing the beads on. Alrighty. So I typically like to have spacers every so often throughout my designs. Oh, hello! There are more people. Aw, that's so cool. Good. I'm glad I'm helping to keep you calm. That's good. You can listen to me on the way home. Probably not the whole way home. 4 hours is a bit much, but okay, I'm going to do 3 and then I'm going to put one of these spacers on and then I'm going to put another bead on and see if I want to stack and do more than one of the brass beads. Look at how cool that looks. This is going to be such a nice men's bracelet. Not gonna lie, I'm a little sad that I shared this with somebody else. I was at the store, she's like, you want to split that with me if it's the only one? Sure, why not? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna do 3 of the leopard skin jasper, and then another single spacer, and then we will do another 3, and then we will add a double spacer, 3 double space, or like 5, I guess, because this is going to be, sorry, I'm Pixie, I'm looking a little too far down, Bubba. Okay, there we go. All right. And then we will see if that's going to look good for the whole thing. Because I want this to be, obviously, the side and the underneath of the wrist. And I want these ones, the only thing is I might need to grab my bead tubing. Because these have a pretty big hole. And I don't want them to, like, sit off-center. I think they're okay. I really like these beads. I'm so sad there was only one strand. Also, Bernie made a little bit of extra money on the spacers because I got my price for my half and then she got the typical price. So he was like, thanks for sure. Oh my gosh, did you really just do that, Heather? Yep. She really did. Okay, so now this one is coming back off. And we're turning that one into a single. We'll pull this off. I'm going to go ahead. No, I don't want to knot it yet. Where are my darn clippies? I don't understand how they, like, you guys, I had like 100 of them. And they have all just kind of disappeared. And I don't know why, but I could really use a clippy right now. I'm just not good with the bead bugs. Let's see here. I just need one clippy. That's it, just one. Oh, there's both of the labels makers I was looking for earlier. Okay, I guess I'm just going to be more careful. I'm going to see if there's any in here that I'm just overlooking real quick. I can't even find a one. There's maybe in here. Nope. Okay. I'm just going to have to be really careful because I don't know where all my clips went. Sorry, you know, I'm a bit frazzled and I'm trying to help Tina stay calm. I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot at this end, and then I will just tie a new one when I'm ready to actually put these on the clamshell. Okay, hopefully that will help a little bit. Alrighty, back to this. Hi, Rosanna. Hello, hello. It's okay. I'm not doing the other design. I'm like running on, not quite on E, but I'm like less than a fourth of a tank. So I needed to do something simple. I thought, I have a feeling Rosanna's gonna love these spacers too, and it's gonna be as bummed as I am. Look at those spacers, Rosanna. Aren't those so cool? I found the metal triangle trays that I had brought for you. They were still in my big travel work bag. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you. Okay. I think I want 5 across the top of the wrist. I'm going to measure it against Steve's wrist when he comes back in just a second. I don't think 5 is going to be enough. There's no way 5 is going to be enough. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 5, 3, 7, and then, but I didn't have to take those last ones off. That was dumb. Okay, so third time's gonna be the charm. Do 5 for the underneath of the wrist. And then I will do 3 and then probably 7 back down to 3 and then back at 5. Oh no, what did they do for it? They wiggled crap around and now both ankle and your knee hurts. I don't know why, but that sounds a little counterproductive to me, Rosanna. Hold on just 1 second, guys. What? Don't. Oh my goodness. Hey, Rosanna, when do Steves start to mature? Hi, Linda. I'm sorry I missed your message or your comment at the very end earlier asking what time I was going to be on tonight. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes, I think this is going to be the right number. Combination. I wish I had a plain black heishi. The same side as this. The only things I have are those black triangles. Trying to think. Or like a black column bead in between this would look so cool. Mm. I don't think the triangle will work because of the way that it's drilled. I don't think it will sit right because it's not center drilled. It's like drilled down at the bottom. I'm gonna have to go looking for some black heishis. That's alright. It will still be lovely. Or loverly, as Audrey Hepburn sang in My Fair Lady, one of my favorite movies of all time. That's a good question. All right, so what is everybody's... Oh my gosh, I hope not. Oh! Yes, I do, Rosanna. I love you. Just imagine me grabbing your cheeks and going, mwah! Okay, let's see here. Where is my box with all of the gunmetal spacers in it? Oh, no, I have the perfect thing. Did I bring it over here in the box? I have the perfect thing. Oh, wait, no. I just saw them and thought I pulled them out. Sorry I didn't carry my camera with me, or my mic with me. I hope the sound isn't messed up. I also have buffalo spacers, if I can find them. And just so you guys know, I'll probably do another design using this technique when I start the men's challenge. I just have... These are not the work. I could have sworn I grabbed them when I was perusing. Hey babe, can you come here? Please. Dang it. I just had them. I had some black hematite spacers that actually have little like rhinestones on them. I have these, but will these be too round? Because they're kind of smoothed weird. I'm just gonna test what they would look like at the end right here so that we can see. Babe, I pulled out a gunmetal thing when I was grabbing the stuff for shipping, and there were some black gunmetal column beads with black rhinestones. Can you look right there in the shipping box? It'd probably be in the big one, the bubble wrap, but it might not. Okay, let's just see what these look like with the gunmetal between them. if I can even get both strands through these holes. And I can't because I have too thick of wire. I'm gonna test it on a spare piece of like this plastic wire just to see what it would look like. To see if it's, oh, they're right here. Found them. I
gotcha.
Oh, Rhyolite, you don't get to come out on plates. I mean, rhodonite. Although rhodonite and leopard skin jasper is a great combination. I might have to go and see what kind of like big, thick spacers in gold Bernie might have, so that I can use one of the lion heads. I could do it with the brass, right? I don't see why not. Okay, so these are the spacers, and I have 3 different ones. So I have the smallest, which is just like 1 row, but the cool thing is it's like the same shape. Like the outside is just barely larger than the middle. So, ooh, I want to try that. My only thing is that it's got a really big hole. So it may not fit. Which will be a shame, because yeah, I would definitely need to use some wood tube, and I don't think that's the same size, but that's okay, because I have another option. Apparently, I don't even have enough brain power. Oh, that's a really big hole. Okay, Rosanna, how do I make it sit the same? Because the bead tubing I have is not this thick. But look at how cool that looks in between the brass beads. Thank you. Ooh, cool, cool. Rosanna, how do I get that to stay right there? If I'd thought about it ahead of time, I could glue them together. But that's gonna, see how the black one hangs down? I don't like that. I do have the black bead tubing. These hematite spacers, the big ones, the holes are too small. And then the ones with the larger holes are like smaller. I really like the way that looks though. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my bead tubing real quick. Hopefully I can get the needle or the both things of wire through it, considering the fact that it is the thicker wire rather than the thinner. I really need these bookshelves moved over. Or those shelves moved over so I don't have to keep walking around. But look, it's so much easier and faster than it's ever been. So I'm excited about that at least. See, this is the only... I lied. Oh my gosh, where is it? I have the bigger one from the Beadle box. But I think that's square. And I don't... It would fit through there, I bet. Okay, Heather, where did you put the Beadle wire? Oh, it's gonna frustrate me. Let's see if I just... Maybe I can just put a bead on that's smaller and that fits in between this. Try the tubing or some seed beads. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, except for it's a pretty big hole. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put... So first off, since they're already off. Let's go ahead and pull this off since we want to do the black in between these tubes. And then I think that these hashies might be the ticket. Might need to be a little bit bigger, but not much. Okay. Because, yeah, actually that's the perfect size. So please let both strands of this beading wire go through. And they did. Thank you for listening. Oh, no, it doesn't want to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Work that down. If you ever have a hard time moving beads down, just stretch out your cord. It works every time for me. Okay, woohoo! Do I need 2 of them? I think I do. 2 it is. Let me double check before I go through the effort of that. No. Yep, 2 is perfect. I'm excited. Oh yeah, it is triangular. You're correct. These African turquoise hashies fit perfectly in that hole. So I just have to put 2 of them on. Again, stretch out my cord. Pull that down. Put the black bead on. Here we go. And then we put the brass one on. What do you guys think? Do you like this stacked look? Thanks for the assist, Rosanna. She's like, look for this. No, that won't work. I kind of really like it. Let's ask Steve. Babe, come here. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you think of this. He has to open the door and come in here to actually think. You like this stack? Okay, yeah, I do too.
Sorry, I'm on puppy duty.
You're okay.
What's up? Which what do I what?
You like?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, cool. Are you sure?
Hmm?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Normally when you like something, there's a little bit.
He's starting to Superman.
Is he?
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah.
He's in there.
One. I love a good stack. If you guys didn't watch Rosanna, not today, but yesterday, well, even today, I cannot tell you how, like, enlightening it is to watch her design process in person. I know we get to see it online every morning. It's completely different. Like, to get to sit across from her and feel her energy, she exudes a confidence that I would love to have about my design ability one day. Like, I'm not even kidding. She helped me figure out like 3 or 4 designs that I haven't been sure how to use. And she was like, oh, just do this and this and this. And I was like, oh. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm not Rosanna. But I'm blessed to have her in my life, and so are you. It's It really is. Her color choices. Okay, the other day, she's putting together this necklace and she pulls out all of these beads and she has them all over her mat. And I'm like, how the hell is she going to get all of those to work together? I don't see it. And by the end, it was a masterpiece that of like epic proportions, and she did it with ease. Like she just went from one to the other to the other to the other, and I was just like, so that's what I told her. Like she did it like a true artist. It didn't look difficult. And so I don't know, guys. It was just an amazing design. She did it again with the bracelet. The bracelet and anklet that she made today. But yesterday was like a master's class of how to put colors together. So, if you didn't get to watch it, go see her. In Rose's Garden 6905 is her handle. Okay. Is this going to be too long with 5? I don't think so. I think it'll fit Steve's wrist perfectly. But she still hasn't let me know at what age do Steves start to mature. Like, that's insight I'd love to have. She has first-hand experience. Her Steve is such a sweetie, though. Like, we went up to lunch, and he's like, oh, I'll take the Cobb salad. And I'm like, why are you only getting the salad? But not wanting to, like, push, whatever. And then the salad comes out, and it's this huge oval plate with all this seafood on it and stuff. And I'm like, that looks like a damn good salad. So, Steve is between 8.25 and 8.5. I'm hoping that this will fit right. If not, I have beads I can take out. Yeah, that's going to be way too big. Okay, so we'll just go 3, 3, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed up. How did I do that? So I'll definitely have to take down the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Do, do, do. Right on target. Yeah, I called Steve at work about your Steve having surgery. And he was like, oh, we need to pray right now. I wonder if he has his mala necklace on. He was hoping that he did for protection purposes. Sorry, I'm thinking. Do I maybe want to make this just one bead and then have that be the 5? Yeah. Okay. So I know you've watched me string this a bazillion times now, but I pulled the beads on and off the stretch cord so many times now that I need to get a new piece. so that I don't have to worry about the integrity of the cord. And of course, my whole big thing of cord that was just here is now not here. It is, it just fell. Okay. So I am going to pull another piece just because I want to. Oh, is he home from the hospital? If I remember correctly, he is, because you said he was being annoyed by the cats. Because he's the one that typically gives them attention. Okay. And since I have my pattern now, I'm going to go ahead and knot this end. Ramsey, no. You have no reason to be barking. So I did one knot. I'm going to go ahead and do a second one just to make sure. Or I'm just going to do that knot right there and the other one's going to come off. Okay, then I'm going to grab my GS Hypo. I don't know what this is going to look like. This got pushed. Ugh. Yeah, all kinds of lovely gobbledygook under there. You want to make sure that you don't ever touch the metal tip of the GS Hypo to the stretch cord. It weakens the integrity, I've been told. Oh, come on. Put that back in, rub that off so I don't get a blister. The GS Hypo doesn't normally annoy me. Okay, and I need a clamshell, which I probably should have had out before. Oh, that's gonna... I need to take those little roll-up ones out of my findings tower because I'm never going to use them. Do we do gold? No, silver. Do silver. And then we need to take that off of there. We're going to put our clamshell on, like so. Pull it down. Going to cut off the excess. No, I do want the gold. I wish I had my gunmetal ones, but I have no idea where those would be. Okay, I want to find the gunmetal to do this properly. So I'm going to put that to the side for now, and I will finish it later. I will show it to you Friday night, unless I come on another day. I want to finish that up right, because I want the design to be right, and I don't have the gunmetal clamshells right here, nor do I know where they are. So, we're now going to move on to the next design. I know what I wanted to show you. I just had it in my head a minute ago. I'm sorry, guys. I know that I'm frazzled and completely out of my element right now. I don't know why. I just am, and I apologize. Okay. Let's go ahead and I want to use some pearls. Oh, I already have a strand of this out. Because I have the rice beads, I also have the chunky monkeys, and then I got the column beads in today's companion bundle. So I'm excited. I haven't really seen leopard skin jasper dressed up, if that makes sense to you. But I think it would be a lot of fun to put it with these pomegranate pearls. Maybe pop some of those in. Or do these with the itty bitties in between. So let me get some garnet stringing cord. Anybody have any thoughts? I'm trying to think of what pendant I want. I'm trying to figure that out right now. That is not garnet. That is a different red. Is it because garnet's out on my desk? Probably. It's fine. We'll just use this red color. I'm going to pull this out. I have these, but I also have these that are like a little bit, I don't know why, I think they look softer. I like that one. Alright, there's our focal. What do we want to put on top? Not going to do the coins, that's for sure. I have drops over there for earrings once we do the necklace design. I also could do the baby pink rather than the cranberry, but what do you guys think? Lighter or darker? And I think I'm gonna go with silver for this necklace, though you could use either. I could also put that on top. It'd be cool if I could like use this and then like this is a body and figure out how to make like a curl for the tail with these or like another bead. I might have to play with that because that would be really cute. If you could turn that into like an actual leopard. Alright, here we go. Just start cutting them open, Heather. Not a sound I ever like to hear. I love that Bernie's strands are so full, but I hate cutting pearls off of the string. Well, let's leave those. No, we don't need all of those. Or do we want the smaller? No. I think I want to do the pomegranate with like the pearl. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, exactly. I know how I want to finish it, and I don't want to finish it on camera just to undo it and redo it afterwards because I know I wouldn't be happy with it. So, okay. Get these off. I definitely I'm going to I'm probably going to do this necklace twice. Well, not the exact same necklace, but, and pop this in with just like silver ball spacers on either side or gunmetal ones when I find them. This string is driving me crazy. It just looked all unkept. Okay, I also have a smaller strand of these. So I'll leave that strand intact. Okay. I want to find like a really nice one. And these pomegranate pearls, they are called that not just because of the color, but because of the shape. They're not exactly a teardrop because the top doesn't go to a point. So it's called a pomegranate pearl. When Bernie said that, I was like, wait, what? And I assumed that he was referring to the color. So then I went and looked it up and found that no, it's not that at all. Okay. I think I like this one. For on top, we could even, no, just this and this. Okay, so I need silver ball head pins for the first one, for the focal itself. And then I will do a loop on this. I know I have a container with all of my gunmetal stuff. Okay, let's find a bead to go underneath. Do I want the bead cap or do I want a bead bead? Let's see. It needs to go the other way. I like that the smaller end is on the bottom. Not just. I'm not going to use a speed cap. I'm going to see if I have a bigger one. Right here. Because I'm going to do. It's going to be the opposite way on the other side. With the pearl. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. I don't think that this ball head pin is big enough to stay. I think this is going to go right over. Oh, actually, no, it will pull off. I was like, it stayed, but for like 2 seconds. Okay, so that one won't work. I have these in multiple sizes and colors that I could stack, or let's just see what this simple filigree bead cap looks like. Now the smaller side down. Yes, I like that. Okay, and then one for the top. No, because the top is crooked right there, so we're not going to put one on top. Nope. Keep it simple. I might have to turn it the other way because that side is so crooked. Yeah, that looks better. Now can I put this on? No, still don't like the way that looks. Okay. So then we are going to bend this at the 45-degree angle like so. Since I have the bead tubing right here though, I am going to put a small piece of it onto this head pin so that the focal doesn't have any wiggle room, because it is a pretty large hole. Come on. Oh, it's because I've done that already. Oh, nope. The hole's not big enough for that. Of course not. Okay, then I'm going to put my round nose pliers into that 45-degree angle with my hand also being at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to pull it down and around. Then I'm going to go parallel with the mat and pull it backwards. I'm then going to use my flat nose pliers to kind of pull that into shape. And then I'm going to wrap this around. Just a few times. And then I will go ahead and clip that wire without clipping the loop itself, please. It's like it keeps pushing the loop around instead of cutting it. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to take the pomegranate and some silver wire. Okay, that's all the gold. This is 20. I don't know if this is 22 gauge. It feels like 24 gauge in my hand. And I don't want to use that at all. So I have literally just pulled everything out. Is. Thank you. Okay, some wire. Cut a piece of wire. We're gonna make a loop at the end of this. Kind of try to straighten this out a little bit. And if you weren't here at the beginning, anyone who has outstanding orders with me should be able to see it on their informed delivery by the end of the night. Again, I'm going to go into the into where the bend itself is. I'm going to come up, over, and down, then rotate and pull to the back like so. I'm going to go ahead and attach this directly to our pendant. Close that loop back up. Get my thinner pliers so that I can hold on to that loop while I go ahead and wrap this around until it comes back and meets the other loop. And then I'm going to clip. Oh wait, no, that did not go all the way around. What did I do? I have no idea what I just did. Again. Okay, I might be on E now. Okay, and pull this around. In my head I hear, connection with server is lost. Please reconnect to continue. Which, I'm trying to decide if I want to put a bead cap before the pearl. I'm kind of leaning towards not, because these are beautiful pearls. And I like to show off as much of the pearl as possible. But let's see here. Ooh, that one. There we go. The hole's too big. I don't want that big of a hole. Or of a loop, sorry. So I will use my smaller roundness plier, attach it to the focal. You guys are like, Heather is about to have a meltdown. I'm not. Okay, that's better. Does it need the filigree bead cap? So for continuity. Not on the top. Alright, I'm going to put one for the bottom, but not on the top. Oh, Leah, I'm happy to hear that. That'll be good. My hands have been bothering me. Yeah. I have gotten those, so I totally understand. Big, small, dark. Yes, that's a good idea. Cheryl came in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do a double, or what I like to call my butterfly veil, which is where I do the loop twice. So I go up, over, down, rotate there, and pull it back. Then I'm going to open my jaws and roll it back around, but I'm going to put it on the other side of the wire this time. And then you just wrap it up underneath that. And I was up a little bit higher than I normally am. and it's the bail, so I'll go ahead and do it. And then I'm going to go ahead and clip the wire, and then I'll show you why I call it the butterfly bail. Because if you go in with your pliers and kind of bend it out ever so slightly, it ends up looking like a little butterfly. To me anyways, because this side, it's like crisscrossed, but this side, it's out. I like it. Okay, here we go. Let's cut some of this string that I've now entangled in every tool on my mat. I don't know if I'm gonna want how I'm gonna finish it up. So I'm just gonna cut that much. I feel like that gives us no information. No, this is, I know, aren't they pretty? I love these curls. You might be able to talk me out of a few, let me know. Yeah, they're so pretty. And like I said, they're called pomegranate pearls, not just because of the side, but because it looks like the little pomegranate seed. Okay, we're definitely going to want some little assistance with the small silver beads, because we want one on one side and then we want one to go. Oh, I almost knocked that over. Whew. So we're going to put one on, then we're going to put the cord through the first loop. I'm not sure if these will fit through the bail loop. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and add it on there by itself, and then I will go and feed the cord through the other side. Yeah, and I didn't have to do all that. It fit just fine. It'll sit in the middle. And then it'll help keep the bail up off of the cord so there's not as much wear and tear. Okay. I only want to do the column beads every so often. I want this to be a little bit more pearl heavy than I do the leopard skin jasper. So I think I'm going to start with, come on. And these are like little rondelle pearls. They're not flat on one side or the other. They're just, they're still rounded, but okay. Put another one of our little silver spacers. Then grab one of the larger pearls. I feel like that's too soon, so I think I'm going to do a column down first. Yes, I like that better. These were not the ones I wanted to use, but that's okay. And then I think I'll do another pink. Because these are rondelles, they're a little bit harder to get on the wire. Do I want to go straight to pomegranate without a silver spacer? No. No. Oh, Heather, you can't use that because the top is smaller than the bottom. I wonder if the flower ones will work with it. Because it could go on both sides. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we're just going to go silver. And then we'll do pink, and then we'll do leopard skin jasper. So on and so forth. You guys like the pattern? Man, this isn't going to be a cheap date. But I'm really happy with the design. Okay, so another column bead. You guys like that? Renee! I love you. I've missed you. Leah, I've had those shops. I think if they're the same ones that I know of, they do one, wait 2 weeks, do a second, wait 2 weeks, do the third. I get them both in my neck as well as my back, and they do help. Is this... What do you guys think? I'm like dying to know what you think. Did I go the right way with the little pink pearls over these? See, that's going to be a whole other necklace, but with these. Right? That's a whole separate necklace. This leopard skin jasper is going to have me going, okay, good, you like it. Oh, I just almost dropped everything off of this. Okay, silver, pink, silver, oops, bead caps. I loved leopard skin jasper. I've never thought of using it in like a more elegant design like this before. It's usually like what I just pair with like some black beads and maybe a little bit of gunmetal, but I've never thought before I got this box and then went down to Bernie's to see what he had that would go with it. And I'm so happy that I did. And I recommend that you guys do the same thing. You've got a local bead store, even if it's only Hobby Lobby or Michael's or whatever else. When you find out what the main stone is going to be, go and also go through your stash. Or call me and I'll go personal shop with you at Bernie's. These are Joss. Oh, hon. Aw, love it. Okay. Get one of these for underneath your bead mat, Miss Leah. I promise it helps so much. I originally bought these to like try to make something to go around this that would keep my beads from falling on the floor so much when I Because, you know, like that. My handles spasm and I drop things and then it goes rolling off my table. But I really do notice a difference from when I bead with this little wrist thing. Works so much better. The ergonomic, it's for a keyboard. That's what it was designed for. But it also really, really helps while you're beading. Because then your arm isn't up at such an angle and your wrist isn't had to be bent as far because you're just sitting on top of that. So it really does help. I said that like 5 times. I apologize. Sometimes I do that when I'm just like wanting to help somebody else. And so then I just start repeating myself. Oh, these pearls. Cheryl, I might be willing to give a few up. So if you really want some, let me know. Leah's going to be like, what about me? When I had pain in my lower back, I had dried needling. Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys something that my pain doctor told me. If you have huge knots in your back or your shoulders or whatever, you can just poke them with a needle, and that helps dissipate and the knot go away. You don't actually have to have anything in the syringe or whatever else. You can just poke it with that. And I was a little like, really? It's like trigger points without the cortisone, but it does help. Okay, I'm going to go up the other side to see how long I want this to be. Okay, I know, it was a little chaotic earlier. But I think I'm in my groove now. I'm okay. I know, baby. I hate that you've gone through all of that and that you're still having pain. And of course, they've swung the pain med pendulum from people being over medicated to we're only going to give you enough to function, not to actually relieve your pain all the way. Which I know a lot of us in the bead world deal with chronic pain. And so, like, this is our therapy. So just make sure, just get a little wrist rest. Give you that relief off of your wrists and your shoulders as well. I wonder how Bethy did today. The last time we heard from her was, well, she popped on and liked my video. She did do that because she's a supportive mama like that. But she wasn't able to like stay in the comments much because she had customers. So I was kind of hoping she'd come on and let us know how she did. Leah, are you a crazy lady? I get it. There's a lot of stigma attached around pain meds and whatever else, but if you really don't want to, think about getting the TENS unit put directly into your back. They can do one for your lower back and your legs, and then they do it on the other side for your neck and upper back. And it really does help. In fact, I need to turn mine back on. My restless legs was killing me, and I had to shut it off. But it's a 10 unit. If you use an external TENS unit and it helps, I would really suggest asking your doctor if that's something they think would help you, because it helped me. Like, to the point they did a trial for 7 days where they put it in, and I was like, I don't think I really see a difference. And Steve's like, babe, there's been a huge difference, I promise. And I've been like, I don't know. And then they took it off, or they took out the temporary lead wire, and this wave of pain hit me to the point that I almost threw up. And then I was like, yep, that does help. So, it really does help if you don't want to go the route of pain meds or whatever. I've been dealing with issues because the insurance doesn't want to pay for any of them. Like, they approved the first 2 weeks of a medication, and then when we went to fill the other 2 weeks, the other 15 days, they're like, nope, we're not going to approve that. Which is like, I don't understand it. I fully believe that the insurance companies are too deep into patient treatment. I don't think they should be able to override what your doctor thinks will work best for you. But they do. Alright, let's see where I'm at. Almost level, so I need to put another pimple on. Yeah. I was on Belbuca, and I've been on it for years, and then they got a new RX spin, or whatever it's called, and now all of a sudden they won't approve it. And it's like been this whole thing, back and forth, back and forth. So, it's frustrating. So they're making me try all these other meds to see before they'll approve one. Would you guys finish this off with chain or black leather? If I did leather, I would only use the 1.5 millimeter. I think 2 would be too heavy. It's not too, like, it's not heavy, but I have itty bitty, like, Rollo chain, or sorry, single loop chain, whatever that's called. And then I have the one that has like the ovals, and then the like circle one. I could actually do 2 millimeter. Leather. I have 1.5 millimeter leather. You think the brown would look better than black? Let me pull it out and see. Oh, it's right here, Heather. Oh no, this is huge. Woo! I have this. Ooh. What do you guys think? It's 3 millimeter, So I have to hope and pray that I have the little, or I'll just wire wrap it. But I'm pretty sure I have the little silver cord ends. Do you like the reddish brown, or do you think I need to go like brown brown? Because I have this, which is 3mm leather. I know I have the metal cord ends. Hey baby, if you're still listening, can you come here? Or I could make the loop and just do a barrel knot with this over the top of it. I do have some 1.5mm brown leather around here somewhere. I just have to remember where I put it. I know I have them. I just need to remember where I put them. I might have to wire wrap it if I'm going to do that. I like the reddish brown. The reddish brown. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so right now I need to add another pink pearl. I kind of think I want to finish it off with the pearl. No, let's do it with the column and the pink bead. So I don't need the silver one on this side. I want to measure where I'm at with this. And it's only uneven because it wasn't sitting right in the middle, right? Yes, yes, yes. Now it's sitting right. Okay. Let me see. Where are we at measurement-wise? This way. So right now we're at like 6.5 inches. So 13 inches. I think like 4 inches on either side. So that this doesn't like just plummet straight in between, you know. I was looking for it and I actually don't see it, though I know I have it. Just like I have this 2mm, but I like the darker red brown because it goes, the color story continues all the way through. So, yeah, I know we do, but like I said, insurance is way too entrenched within the medical care of the patients in the U.S., and so they fight with everything in them and pay for ads and political capital and all of that kind of stuff so that they don't have to. Okay, I think I want, yeah. All right, so I want to do 4, so 13 plus 8 is 21 inches, so that'll be good. I'm gonna cut just like so. I know I have those silver things. Babe, if you know where the silver barrel cord ends, or even the ones that like fold in on itself, they're in one of the drawers from the tool things that I stored stuff in for the longest time. I wonder, can I get 2 strands of this in here at the same time without it messing? I just dumped out 1,000 itty bitty 2mm silver beads. Trying to keep them all on my desk. Because if I did that, then it could be adjustable. And because sometimes when I'm wearing a sweater, I don't mind it going a little bit lower because the sweater is covering my bosom. What do you guys think? Should I do it that way instead? I already know the earrings I'm going to make to go with this. Steve must not be watching. Either that or he's looking. I really like this necklace. I'm very happy. I'm going to try to. Thank you. The slider is interesting. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to need like probably 7 inches because that would be 20, 27. I think 8 would even be better than 7. I wish I knew what my coordinates are. I have gold ones sitting right here staring at me. Okay, that's alright. We can wire wrap it, right? Those little beads are just everywhere. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, we'll move these to the side. I could always use those for some earrings later. We're gonna take some silver wire. Oh no, I need these longer. Because I have to wire wrap them and make a loop. So I am gonna need these at 8 inches. Because I'm gonna have to, oh, they are at 8 inches. Okay, we're good then. So, no, I'm not gonna try to make a loop. Let's go ahead and crimp this off using our number 2 crimps. And when we do the loop on the end of the leather, that's when we'll add. Linda, if you're still here, do you ever work with leather? Or do you prefer just to stay and just do, not just, you make beautiful wire pieces. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece off of this end because I have enough to do so. To make my little helper strand. I'd be interested to see what you would do. Yep, money's what it works. Squish. Squish. I'll go over this slower just in case anybody watching this, whether it be tonight or on replay. I'm sorry, I just went ahead and did my crimping without explaining it, though I know everybody live knows. Pretty much everybody live knows how to do this. This one got in behind it. Come on. Come back through that loop so I can cut it off. I don't. There we go. Drives me crazy on that. And whenever I cut my wire, I get my cutter in place and then I kind of tug on the top. I find it makes it easier to get a cleaner cut. And then just cut the two ends off on the other side of the crimp. I have just a teeny tiny, it's just this one corner. I have a little bit of a burr at the end of this. So I'm just gonna take my rotary, wrong side, and just get that one little corner. Because it's smooth everywhere else, but right there. Oh, I don't know what I just did. There we go. Okay. It wasn't letting me finish the crimp. Use gravity to shake it all down. Yeah, they've had me on like 5 different medications since our insurance swapped, and they'll pay for it for a short time, and then they're like, nope, psych, we're not going to actually let you take that medication. It's ridiculous. And it literally is about money. They have a thing that any medication that costs a certain point, you can't, they're unwilling to pay for it. Okay. I still want there to be movement. I'm going to go ahead and cut a little, oh, this one might be long enough to do it, but so that my other scrap end will stay longer and I can use it on a future project. Otherwise, I will just cut a teeny bit off the end of this cord. Yeah. It has a little kink in it, so it's not wanting to go through. Grab a little piece. And this isn't necessary. You don't have to have the little helper scrap. I just find that I don't have to squish as much and I get a better result. I say as it's not. Sometimes if you can't get it in, it's because the wire is crossed. This one, it was just it being, make sure I don't have a gap. Nope, I'm good. Okay. So, this is a magical crimper. In the middle of it, it has a little concavity. You can use 2x2 crimp tubes, and they suggest that the wire you use be 0.018 to 0.019, as it says on the plier itself. So, you get your crimp on where it needs to be. You're going to center that crimp right inside that concavity. If it's not centered, you'll get like the whole top or the whole bottom will have like a sharp edge to it, which you don't want, obviously. And then you're just going to crimp. You don't have to squeeze like your Hercules or anything like that. And it flattens it out, kind of like a ravioli. And then every other squish thereafter, again, keep yourself centered. You want to just squish and those corners get pushed into the rest of the metal in it, giving you a nice bead rather than a crimp that you then need to cover with a crimp cover. So I'm just gonna go in and trim that side, and then I have the little piece from my helper strand, which happens to be exactly the same length as this loop. So it's not, and if I can't get in to pull up on that piece of wire before I cut, I will use my pliers. Make sure I don't have any sharp corners. I don't. Okay, so that's that part of it. Save your scraps, not just your helper scraps, but they're handy for a lot of other stuff. This would be good for earrings, or if you're doing an adjustable bracelet. If you come in here and find those silver things, I will be so happy.
Yeah, I was looking for them up
Oh, okay. I didn't know. These, it's, not those. It's either the ones that look like little barrels, or there are ones that look round, and then you kind of squish them together. And they were in one of the long drawers, if I remember correctly. If not, it's fine. Huh? There you go. Did you? Hold on. Where? Huh?
I don't know what it means.
Oh, Steve said you just gave me a high five, Leah. I don't see it on my screen, but that might be because I go through StreamYard. But thank you, babe. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, if we can't find that, another alternative is to take up some wire. I'm going to take about 5-6 inches or so. And I'm going to take the wire about 1/4 of an inch up, and I'm going to do my initial wrap. I'm then going to try to get those two next to each other. It's up just a little bit higher. There we go. And then I'm going to hold this while wrapping around the rest of the leather. And I might have gone down too far, but that's okay. You want to stop every so often and squish the wire together, because if you wait until you're very done to go and do it, it doesn't squish as well. Okay. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that excess leather off, and then I'm going to make a loop using my bell making plier, just by coming around on the first step, and then you go down back over your previous wraps. But that's messy. I don't like the way that looks. I don't want a messy wrap. This is too elegant of a necklace for that. Maybe I will just go that far. Oh, I forgot to attach it. Well, that was pointless. Should we do the loop first? I usually like using cordon, so I'm a little like, how should I be doing this? Let's see. If I do this part first. And attach it to the necklace. I'm flying blind here, just like you guys are. No.
Two ones.
Those are not the ones.
I know. Then I found these ones.
Yeah, those are not either.
These are my tubes.
Oh, I wonder if those would work. I don't even know if they'll fit on the 3mm
They'll fit.
leather. They do fit.
Yeah, I tried it before.
I just wonder how I'd go about creating my loop is all.
Put it through, turn it back, and go diagonal twice.
I have no idea what you just said. Oh, and you found me some clippies. Thank you.
You asked for it.
Yep. And when Steve's not watching or listening, it's usually because he's making us dinner.
Oh, I was watching. I just was looking out there.
Yeah, you were looking for what I needed. It's frustrating because I have a gazillion of them.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
didn't know if you wanted shrimp scampi tonight, so I didn't start it.
Ooh, that would be good.
Okay. I'm gonna go make you shrimp scampi.
Okay.
You need me coffee?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I could use this. I'm not sure what the high-fiving is. I can't see it. So, I don't know. $6.50 a script. Oh my goodness. Aw, thank you, Leah. I appreciate that. I'm wondering, like, how... I could do that. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how I could use that because that would look kind of cool if it was just. But I don't know how I would attach it right there. Let me see if the wire fits through the holes. They do. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to make a loop using this, because then we could just crimp it directly onto the leather. So if I treated it kind of like a brio, I have no idea if this is going to work. I've had these little crimpy things for forever, and I've never been able to figure out, like, what to use to make them work. No, it's not working. I don't know. I'm just going to get a piece of wire. If I start the loop here, and then grab this and wrap it around. Let's give it a few more little wraps. Just so that when I attach it to the leather, I can go back and go over these same wraps to give it a cleaner look. Trim off that edge, like so. And then we have the leather. So do we bend it here and then wrap it? Sorry if you're not being able to follow what it is I'm trying to do. I have gold ones. I know I have silver ones somewhere. It's just driving me nuts. I don't know how to attach this. I know how. It's in my mind. I'm just not able to connect the dots right now. I don't know where Steve took my garbage can. Oh, here it is. He didn't take it anywhere. Okay, Linda, have you ever worked with leather? That'll be good. I know that hell that you were talking about, but yeah. Yeah, he always, we can go to a steakhouse, he gets a burger. Unless I order for him, he gets a burger every time. He just really likes a good burger. Once in a while, he'll get like ribs. Okay. Come on, Heather. You can figure this out. If you're like, what the hell, this lady does not know what she's doing and she's trying to teach us, you're correct. I don't know what I'm doing as far as this, because I usually use cord ends. Okay. I started too high up again. Okay, there we go.
They're all giving you ideas on how to finish it.
Oh, am I missing? Fold the leather wire wrap attached with the jump ring. Wrap leather first, then stand the loop up. Fold the leather wire wrap attached with the jump ring. Okay. Okay. Then I think this is where I do the wire wrap. I'm going to go ahead and use the second step because it's the closest to the size of the leather. And I think Rosanna may have just solved all my problems. I've got to go around the wire a couple of times. Because I started the loop out too far. There we go. I'm going to go back around the loop. Or the wire, I mean. Stand up the loop. I don't like the look of that loop. But this is the closest to success I've had all night. So I'm just going to squish and roll it down on the end to get myself, and it just popped off. See, that's what keeps happening. Ugh. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to try doing the loop again first. I'm just going to go around once. That's all, just to secure it. Then, if I hold it like this and start wrapping, then I could bend up the loop, is how I'm understanding what you said, Rosanna. I could be wrong. You could always go log into StreamYard and jump on and show me. Because then I could just rotate that up. I hope I'm not understanding. Ugh! Where are my darn cord ends? I want to finish a design tonight. But I don't. I'm going to redo this if I don't find it.
These have some cord ends in them.
Oh, ho, ho.
I don't know if that's the right one, but they definitely have cord ends
Ha
in them.
ha! You're the best.
Yep, I found them in the middle of doing my prep.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these ones you have to do your own loop with them, but then
There's some with loops in there too.
you can
If
glue
they're
them
the right
on.
metal.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I wonder if this is the right size. Haha. Okay, so,
Sometimes I'm the bestest.
yes. Most times you are. So see how there's the little loop? So we will just glue that. Leah's like, whew. Oh, we're coming to Montana. We've already discussed it. Okay. The thing is if you push this all the way down. Oh no, it's okay. So you glue it on and then you have the loop. So there's that option. Or there's these, which are little cord ends. And you do the loop ahead of time. And then you glue this on top with the loop sticking out. So those are the two options I have right here. Ooh, that's pretty. What state does that look like? Looks like a state to me. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I even have gunmetal ones in here. I have two of those. I would need a total of 4. Are you serious? Am I really only gonna have 2 of those? Okay, looks like we're gonna try to figure out. So I won't be able to attach the, like hold it up or whatever, but I can do this part. Okay, so I have these cord ends. And, oh, you don't need to, I'm ridiculous. Okay, so all you need to do is get some, I know, he came in clutch just right at the same time. Okay, so flathead pins. I only have flathead pins in stainless steel. Yeah. But you could also do it yourself. Not the flathead pin, but you could make it, use the wire into it. Okay, so then all we do is put this inside of that after we straighten this because it is completely out of whack. I was putting one of the little mini collections in for the people that I have outstanding orders for. And when I went to, I was doing like a little finding collections and the little ones were all bent up. So I straightened them all for that person. Because it drives me crazy when I get crooked ones. Okay, that one is straight. I couldn't. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go through here. First off, we're going to take it. This is the part that can be a little bit tricky because there's nothing like really holding that in place for you. But then you make your loop like so and wrap it. I'm going to go ahead and go one more time just for good measure. And then, I really don't like this. I'd much rather use silver ones, but I don't have silver flat head pins. And then you have your little loop at the end. You're going to cut off the excess right after I fix this loop. Or this wrap, I mean. There we go. I just didn't want it to go down over the top and flatten that. And with these, it is a little bit easier to direct connect either to your clasp or your soft flex. And then you just go in and glue it on. I need to find my Loctite though, because this is the time when I do use Loctite, is when I'm gluing something on. So I'm just going to do this 3 more times, and then it will attach to here, and I'm probably going to do a direct connect there. So where's my nylon gel pliers? I'm hoping before Friday we get this all set up the right way. I'm gonna grab my nylon gel pliers and use my skinny pliers to get in there and straighten that. That's much better. Okay. Put this on again. I'm going to put that on. I should be doing this with the 6-step bill making pliers, so I have the same hole on either end. Okay, that's not quite round. So I'm just gonna grab my end. There we go. I'm gonna connect it directly to the soft flex. Woohoo! I'll have a finished adjacent piece because obviously it's got to glue. That's not something I can do. Right, Rosanna? Would you use Loctite for this? Make the loop with the leather. Wait, what did Rosanna say? We need to hook that onto the wire. I'm not sure what you're asking me, and I'm afraid I'm missing something important. Let me just straighten this puppy out a little bit. I want to grab this loop. Like so. This second wrap isn't as tight as I would like it. Straighten that back up. Clip. Okay. Did I do it right? I hope so. Okay. Board-ends, cord-ends. You did it. Okay. What is board-ends? Yes, you would use the Loctite. Okay. Okay, well that's over there, so I will get that once we're done here. But let me go ahead and do the other loop here. I don't have my cup that has all my glue in it. It's over on the other side still because we haven't moved the shelves over yet. I think Steve's brother is coming to help me do that this week though. Ball head pin, no, I want a flat head pin. What did I miss?
Glue.
Oh, Loctite. It's the like dark blue one. See, this is why I call him Nana White.
I gotta find it first.
No, I know, but I mean, like, you come and help me present things the best way I can. E6000 or the Super Gel. This would work as well. In fact, I might go ahead and use the Gorilla Glue. They also have with the blue cap that dries faster, but for applications like this, I would want the gel because it will take up more of the room. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I think that I might use these for the top part so that, I don't know, it wouldn't be pulling as much. I don't know if I'm thinking correctly on that. I don't know. We're all gonna figure it out together, that's for sure. Okay, first step. Okay. Attach this part to the other side of the necklace. I don't like that loop. There we go, that's better. Ba-ba-ba. Now get it back in there. Okay, I have my loop. I should have the soft wax and stuff on the other side, so it's not in my way. Come around once and twice, and I'm doing twice just to make sure, which I know that it would have been fine without needing the second wire wrap because I had tested it, but because I don't normally do this, I want to make sure it's extra secure. Okay, recenter that loop. There we go. And then I've got to re-squish this. Okay, cool beans. Now I just have to glue this to my leather, which I don't need the longer pieces now. I can do it with the shorter pieces. So if it was at 13 inches the way that it is, we just added another almost an inch between the soft flex loop and this loop. So the 4-inch pieces should be good now. But just to be on the safe side, I think I want to go, do I want to make it adjustable? That's what I have to decide right now. I think I do. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze some of the Gorilla Glue into my cord end. Oh, this one doesn't have the precision needle. Okay, everybody pray. Seems that Heather cut off the precision tip at some point in time. Nope, that glue is too hard. It's okay. I have a brand new one that my hubby just got me. Here's another one. This is basically Gorilla's Glue's version of Loctite. So this is a brand new bottle, so I have to go in and twist it to get open, but you'll notice it has the little squeeze sides so that the glue only comes out when you want it to and where you want it to. That precision tip has not been cut off. Nope, not enough glue. I think there was an air bubble in the glue that came down. Okay, so I probably shouldn't be doing this though. This is something I should absolutely let Steve do for me. I'm allergic to adhesive and there's extra glue oozing out of this. And I just knocked those over again. Okay, we're going to sit here and hold this in place for a few. Oh yeah, your hands. Yep, just about. I have just about every single Gorilla Glue. I love it. I have the wood glue. I have the industrial strength super glue. I have the gray, the blue, and the green. It's just my go-to glue for just about everything. Okay, we're going to set that right there, but put this underneath it. No, stay where it's supposed to. Okay. And then I'll glue the other side, and it'll be done. But yes, I know. She saw what happened. See, like, this is right away how it turns black like that. That's why I'm not supposed to be using glue. But I rub most of it off, so I don't think it'll blister. It might on my thumb, though. I do it all the time. Rosanna saw the big burn on my arm from Tagaderm, which I've never had a problem with in the past. Okay, let's go ahead and turn up, because obviously the glue process is going to take some time. So yes. Thank you guys for helping me and sticking with me to the end, even though I was, you know, spinning out a little bit, not sure what I was doing, all that stuff. I appreciate it. We got to that. I will finish the guy's bracelet. I just want to find the right ends, so I don't want to just finish it to finish it. So Friday morning, I will show you this, as well as Sunday night for those of you who can't get, well, you can watch it on a replay, I guess. But yeah, I'm really excited. Those cranberry pearls, whoo, I like them. I like them a lot. So, I just have to remind myself not to hoard them. If I hoard them, then nobody else is seeing their beauty. But unless otherwise stated, which I'm not stating it, everything that I make is for sale. So if I make something that you like and would like to get pricing on, message me on Messenger and we can absolutely do that. Thank you guys for coming on and chatting with me and helping me get through it. I hope that Cindy is home safe, or is at least on her way safe. But yes, I have a whole thing full of them, Leah. Yeah, I really should do that. I literally have a whole thing in my top drawer right here that has those. So yes, I will do that when I go to the other end. But all right, ladies, love you bunches. Like I said, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. At the latest, I'll see you guys Friday morning. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. I might pop on or record a video. I'm really inspired by this box, the value bundle that came out, as well as the companion bundle that goes with it. I don't always post my stuff on the Bargain Bead Box Facebook group, but this is one I think I'm going to have to. I'm still mad at myself. I still never put up all of the stuff that I made with their December box. I never posted it, but I will see you guys all later. Until then, and as always, happy beading, guys. Mwah.